Well, hello, and happy Saturday. Super excited to be here with you tonight on Saturday, March 9th, 2024. How is everybody doing this evening? As I usually like to ask the question, how are you doing? How are you feeling? How are you being? Three very different questions. The feeling is tapping into your moon energy in regards to how you are actually feeling. How are you doing? What are you doing today? Are you doing something in your home? Are you doing something related to your work? What are you doing? Are you doing self care? And how are you being? Being empowered, being smart, being amazing, being magnificent, being the light for somebody else? Well, if you are here watching me today, I'm Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, the founder of Holistic Fitness, located right here in Queens, your holistic integrative teacher, licensed and certified holistic personal trainer, Reiki master, medical astrologer, card creator, card reader, master of numerology, and the list goes on and goes on and goes on. Please let me know that you are here. I'm going to take a minute just to check in to see that I am streaming where I need to be streaming, and then we're going to get this party started. So, super excited to be here with each and every one of you. Holistic integrated. Oops. So, go ahead and let me know that you are here. I see that I am definitely streaming on Facebook already, so I'm just going to go ahead and share this out and say hello. Say hello. Say hello wherever you are. Say hello. Say hello. I'm also going to I'll come back to Facebook in a bit. I'm also going to just make sure I'm streaming on Twitter and also YouTube. And just know that you could definitely watch this on the replay just in case you miss it tonight on my YouTube channel. And if you are going to be watching on YouTube later or at a different time, please do me a favor and subscribe to my page. That would really help me out to grow my page as well. And growing is always a really big thing because the more people that get to view and watch this broadcast gets to learn. And that's my mission here is I want to be able to teach. I want to be able to heal. I want to be able to transform lives like yourself so you can see yourself as the best version of you. After all, that is my big mission, big purpose for that matter. Just going to check in on YouTube because I just checked in on Twitter. So if you are watching from Twitter, hit that little heart. Let me know that you are watching. Feel free to leave your comments there too. And I am definitely on my YouTube channel as well. So again, hit the thumbs up button and share it out. So I am obviously streaming where I need to be streaming. Super excited about that. I am going to land back on my Facebook page. And hopefully I will get to see some of you show up. Come join me for this amazing conversation that I'm about to share with you. I want to see if I can call some of you in. Anyway, so tonight's topic is all about decision making made easy. As of tonight, I believe it's 11:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Mercury enters Aries energy, meaning that Mercury is going to begin its astrological I'm going to use the word recycle. It's starting its cycle all over again. It's just ended, moved out of Pisces energy, which is the 12th zodiac sign. And when a planet does its reset, so to speak, starts it all over again, it's a magnificent energy. Mercury does enjoy being in Aries energy. It does make things a little easier. When we think about Aries in itself, Aries is a fire energy, so it is really about action. It's also associated with the first house, meaning self, how you see yourself, how you want to express yourself, how you want to be seen and heard. So you may be very well hearing many people out there speaking about getting your voice heard, speaking your truth, speaking your mission into existence, taking your dreams that you're having and making those your reality, and allowing this energy to work for you. Now, depending on where you do have Mercury and you do have Aries on your natal chart, your personal natal chart, will give you the theme to how this is going to play out for you. A few things I want you to pay attention to when you're thinking about this energy of Mercury being in Aries: the placements. Now, Mercury is the ruler of Gemini, so Mercury does rule the third house. So I'd like for you to look at your natal chart and see where Mercury is on your natal chart. I happen to have Mercury in my eighth house, affiliated with Aquarius. So it is very much about my vision, my community, and about the endings and new beginnings and transformations that are undergoing behind the scenes, for that matter. And when we think about Aries, Aries is associated with the first house, as I mentioned, which is about self. It's also first house is associated with your ascending sign. So pay attention to where all that is on your natal chart. For me, my ascending sign happens to be in Cancer, which is about nurturing my home, meaning home as shelter, my family, my body, those soul work that I'm here to do, which is, again, why I'm so passionate about coming and sharing my Saturday night with you, to share this insight with you to help you navigate through this powerful energy that we are going to be experiencing together. Now, Mercury is a planet that's closest to us. It's more personal, as opposed to some of the planets that stay in a specific zodiac sign for a lot longer. When Mercury is not in retrograde, it's usually like a 3-week period. I think it's still a 3-week period, so to speak. Mercury will go retrograde. Mercury will go retrograde on April 1st and will retrograde right through April 25th. So it's, as again, it starts its retrograde today, which is March 9th, and goes right through April 25th. During that retrograde period, a few zodiac signs that may feel this energy a lot more than other zodiac signs, and those zodiac signs are, of course, Aries. So keeping in mind, when we speak about Aries energy, we're also speaking of the North Node and also Chiron, because Chiron right now is actually in Aries. So those of you who do have a Chiron wound in Aries know that this Mercury energy is going to highlight that. I happen to have a Chiron in Aries, so it's going to be highlighted. And depending on what house that's in for you, we'll give you the theme to what's going to be showing up for you during this retrograde period. In addition to your North Node energy, remember your North Node is what you're here to become, what your purpose is, what you're striving to become. Every one of us has a purpose. Every one of us has a reason for why we get up. Every one of us have specific contracts that we're here to fulfill. Those contracts are your soul's purpose, your soul's reasons. And wherever that Chiron energy is for you, and if you happen to have it in Aries, know that that's going to be lit up. In addition to one of the signs that are going to be highlighted based on this retrograde, we also have Sagittarius, which is, again, about the dreams. It's about the higher wisdom. It's about the truth telling. So those of you who do carry sun, moon, or ascending sign in Sagittarius, know that the sun and the ascending are really what's going to be highlighted. Those who carry a moon in Aries or Sagittarius or any of the other planets I'm going to speak on, it may not impact as much. This is really about the sun and rising signs, for that matter. Then we also have Capricorn. Capricorn is your structure. Capricorn is your foundation. It's the work that you're here to do, how you do the work that you came here to do, how you want to be seen with the work that you came here to do. And again, what house is that in for you? And let's add Leo into this energy, which is about the change and freedom that this retrograde is going to help you with. Being courageous enough to take the steps to change something. And throughout this retrograde, I would almost guarantee that 99% of us are going to be experiencing some sort of change during this retrograde period, even if we don't do the work. Then we have Virgo. Virgo is about your schedules. It's about organizing. It's about reorganizing. It's about removing things from your schedule so you can make space for new things to come in. It's also about your body system as well. Paying attention, and I say this a lot, paying attention to what your body is saying to you. So if there is some sort of physical symptom that flares up for you during this time, pay attention to what it is that might be flaring up. I have a client that every so often, when we have specific energies coming through, she often experiences stomach issues. Now, just to put a note on there, for those of you who may not know, Aries, it's very common for Aries, most Aries, The body parts that's associated to Aries is the stomach and head. So digestion, bloating, indigestion, constipation or loose stool, and headaches are very common for Aries energy. So please pay attention to that, especially again if you do have these particular, the Aries particular in your Chiron moon, or if you happen to have Sun, Moon, or Ascending sign in Aries, because that could be something that may very well be a big part of your lesson during this retrograde period. It's not anything to be alarmed about. It's really about paying attention to the messages that show up and what's going on at the time that you may be experiencing this, because it's just your body's way of letting you know. Let's talk about the stomach for just a moment. If there is some stomach discomfort happening, it could be, when we talk about stomach, it's solar plex energy. It could be about something you're not trusting. You're having a challenging time trusting your process of what you're in. Maybe you're feeling a little insecure. Maybe you're doubting something. Maybe you're just having a hard time digesting a specific lesson that you're experiencing right now. Remember, we all are in what's called Earth School, and Earth School is about learning things. So there'll be a subject that may show up that you may really have a challenging time comprehending. Now, in normal school, real school, we usually go for tutoring. Is there such thing as tutoring in Earth School? I'm not really sure. However, it is really time for you to grasp and learn and understand whatever it is that you may be having a challenging time digesting. I recommend for all signs, not just Aries, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Leos, and Virgos, I recommend for all signs to keep a journal. Especially now that Mercury is now in Aries, keep a journal from this point in time, which is March 9th, and keep it right through April 25th, and pay attention, write down whatever the feelings are, whatever physical symptoms show up with your body, whatever thoughts are popping up into your head. Pay attention to them, because by writing this stuff down, it can give you a better understanding to why you may actually be feeling what you are feeling. So this is really an amazing opportunity, amazing time for us right now, because it gives us a time to really learn about ourselves. And when we speak about this Aries energy, which is about self, how we see ourselves, it's about the action we want to take. It's about that determination to want to do something based on that Aries energy. Aries are very much known as, like, they just go without any explanation. And that could very well be what you feel like with this Mercury moving into Aries. You just want to take action. You want to be impulsive. You want to be reflective. And this is all a really powerful energy. This could be also where you experience, the expression I'm hearing is a loose tongue, meaning that you're going to just be really harsh with your words. You're going to say what you're thinking and not take time to really think about it before it comes out of your mouth. So key word here for all of us, not to take everything so personal. So when someone does say something that may seem harsh, hurtful, and painful, do not take it personally. It's just that this is what Mercury's energy is doing. It's causing us to be reactive, causing us to be impulsive, causing us to just take charge. And perhaps maybe when the energy simmers down a little bit, maybe you can go back and ask that person of whatever it is they said, if they actually meant what they said, and sort of ease things in. And again, please pay attention to where Mercury and Aries are on your placement on your chart, because that will definitely give you the theme to how to play along with this energy. It is a very powerful energy, again, as today's title is making decisions, decision-making made easy. You're going to be able to make really good decisions, quick decisions. This is not going to be about, well, I have to sit here and think about it. This is going to be about boom, 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 boom. This is an action-oriented cycle that we're in with Mercury. Remember when we talk about Mercury, Mercury is about action. Mercury is about movement. Mercury is about let's push the gas pedal and get going. Mercury's not about pausing. Even during the retrograde period, Mercury still is going to be about movement. It's going to be that moment to reflect back on different things that have taken place in your past, and giving you an opportunity to say, does it serve me or not? And make that decision to either, if it serves, continue doing, if not, let go of it. And this is going to be potent for many of us. Again, pay attention to what house this energy sits in. The houses are really, really important to the theme for each and every one of us, so we can better understand where this momentum is going to be coming from. So please, please, please pay attention to this energy. In addition to this energy, I also want to remind you that come March 30th, I believe that's the date. Let me just double check. I think that's a little too later on in the season. Come March 24th, excuse me, 24th, 25th, we do have a full moon that's coming through in Libra energy. That's our lunar eclipse energy. Pay attention to that because that is the opposition of Aries. So full moons are about letting things go. Libra is about bringing more balance into your life. So again, that scale of what's working, what's not. Is what I'm doing right now, is it filling me up? Is it serving my purpose? And how can I see it be more fulfilling? Keep it going. Is what I'm doing right now, does it serve my purpose? If it's not serving your purpose, you don't see it bringing you forward to something, it could be in a moment where this lunar eclipse energy moves it away. So pay attention to that full moon as well. Again, leading up to that full moon, keep a journal. This is a really potent time for all of us to keep journals, to pay more attention to the energies that we are in. And we currently, as of tomorrow, which is Sunday, March 10th, we have this amazing new moon that's coming in. That's really going to set the precedence because it's a new moon in Pisces. So this is going to set the precedence for us in regards to all this energy that's coming through with the full moon. So again, keep a notebook, keep a journal, pay attention to your dream state, pay attention to your house placements, pay attention. There's 5 placements I want you to pay attention to. And those placements are, as we already spoke, we have Mercury, first placement. Mercury is the ruler of Gemini, so we have that placement. And that's the 3rd house. So take a look at your 3rd house energy as well and see what's flowing in there, because that is going to get highlighted as well. Then we already know about Aries. What house is Aries in? And how Aries is associated with your 1st house. And the ruling planet to Aries is Mars. So take a look at that as well. So you have 6, I originally said 5. You have 6 placements that you can play with in reference to getting a better understanding to this theme. Do note that Mars is about action. So Mercury, when we're talking about, is about momentum. It's about movement. Mercury is movement. Mercury is travel. Mercury is learning. Mercury is listening. Mercury is teaching. Mercury is expression. Mercury is like, I'm going to make a decision. I'm going to make a decision. So really pay attention to your natal chart and where all of these placements are for you. And utilize this for your most highest good. So what I'm going to start to do now is I'm going to throw out those 12 zodiac cards, give you some insight to what each of our zodiac signs mean based on Mercury being in Aries, which is highlighting the 1st house, where we talk about Aries energy. So those of you who do have Mercury in Aries, or you happen to have your sun, moon, or ascending in Aries, pay attention to this card. Let's see what's in store for you. How do you move through this energy? Now, if you're not familiar with my deck, let me just introduce you to my deck for the first time. There's 45 cards in the deck. Each card has 3 elements: a color that's associated with your chakras, a word that's going to add to your journey, and also could be used as an affirmation. And then there's a number that plays along with astrology and numerology. So you can very well just focus on one card. You can focus on that Aries card. You can focus on your moon card. You can focus on your ascending card. Pay attention. Or you can take a look at your sun, moon, and ascending sign, all 3 of them, and then you may have 3 cards to play with. 3 cards to play with, your sun, moon, and ascending. Pay attention to where Mercury is. So if you happen to have Mercury in, let's say, Cancer, you're going to look at that card. If you have Mercury in Gemini, you're going to look at that card. If you have Mercury in Libra, you're going to look at that card. So wherever Mercury is, pay attention to that card as well. Lots of learning and healing that takes place when you pay attention to the cards. So the first card for Aries, new beginnings. And that makes a lot of sense when we think about it. This is a new beginning for Aries. This is a new way that Aries gets to communicate, a new way that Aries gets to make decisions, a new way that Aries gets to move into something different, transform into something different. That 10 is a reminder that this is about your soul's work. Everything's about our soul's work, no matter how we look at it. Our soul's work in regards to how it could be how you make your money, and it could just be the contracts that you're in with your everyday life, your relationships, your soul relationships, your job, your body. Everything's our soul's work. Every situation we experience is a contract, which is associated with the soul's work that we're here to complete. The color here is the crown. So this is about tapping into your crown chakra, your higher self. Come away from your ego so you can make these new changes. A new beginning is definitely coming in. Be ready to make decisions on the spot. This is no longer about, well, I don't know and I have to think about it. No. Making decisions made easy. Decision. This is a powerful time for Aries right now. Love that card for our Aries. Remember, take a look at your rising, your sun, your ascending sign. I'm sorry, your rising, your ascending, your moon sign, if you happen to have Aries there. If you have Mercury in Aries, that's a big, big energy for you guys. Pay attention to that. All right, we're going to move on to Taurus. Taurus energy, again, if you happen to have Mercury in Taurus, pay attention. If you have your moon, sun, or ascending in Taurus, also for you Taurus out there, keep in mind that we still have Uranus and Jupiter playing a big role with your signs. So lots going on for you. Let's see what's in store for our Taurus. This is about your relationships. Your relationships. That's what this is about. I think that gives us strong. All right, let's see what's in store. I was just reading a note that I have here. All right, thank you for all the thumbs ups. I appreciate them. Just give me 1 second. Just trying to get things back on track here. All right, there we go. Back on track. Giving a shout out to those of you who are here with me. Thank you so much for being with me tonight. If you are watching with me live and you happen to know what your sun, moon, and ascending sign is, please go ahead and put that in the comments. All right, so I'm on Taurus right now. Remember, for you Taurus who happen to have Mercury in your sign, this is a time to tying up those loose ends. And your card is family. Tying up loose ends with family. When we speak of family, it doesn't have to just be about birth family. This could be soul family as well. Soul family as well. Tying up loose ends, allowing yourself to move more into flow. So communication is definitely going to open up when it comes to family. Conversations are going to happen. Things are going to be easier to have those conversations. You're going to be able to make better decisions through conversations with family. The number 15 is 6. This is a healing opportunity. Healing opportunity. So if there's a family friend, a soul family that you have not seen eye to eye with, this is a perfect time to open up that communication. It's really up to you to make the first move. The green energy is about the matters of the heart. This is really about the matters of the heart here for you Taurus. So this is a big opportunity for Taurus energy. Remember using that Uranus, where maybe there was some chaos showing up in your past. Your Jupiter energy can help expand and move more conversation, communication into the connections between you and that person. So that's a beautiful, beautiful energy. That 6 is scheduling time to meet with that person, scheduling time to meet with them. Get them on your calendar and make amends. That's that Taurus energy. Loving that. All right, we move into our Gemini energy. So again, for you Geminis that you have Mercury, this is all about the Mercury and Aries energy. So wherever you have, take a peek at your chart. If you happen to have Mercury in Gemini, remember that's the ruling sign, so that's a very powerful period for you. Pay attention to that. This is about your community. This is about your vision on how you see things. This is about speaking your vision into reality for you. Pay attention if you have Sun, Moon, or Ascending in Gemini, because that's going to be lit up as well. All right, so here we have a Gemini. It's about freedom. Freedom. Freeing yourself for whatever it is you need to free yourself when it comes to conversations. Letting go of the burdens of holding on to things that no longer serve you. This is definitely about getting grounded. This is definitely about what do you need to change so you can have the freedom. Letting go of the heaviness that you hold on to, regards to whatever it is you're not sharing. Sometimes we don't share whatever's going on in our lives, and this could be a perfect time for it. Open up communication, Geminis. Open up communication. Free yourself of the heaviness. Change something. That's that 5 energy. Change something. Ground yourself so you can make quick decisions. Remember, this is about making decision making made easy. And this energy with Mercury in Aries is going to be just that for you. So find that freedom you're looking for. Love that for our Geminis. We move into our Cancers. So those of you who carry Mercury in Cancer, your Sun, Ascending, or Moon in Cancer, pay attention to this card. This is about your soul's work. This is about nurturing. This is about healing. This is about being compassionate to all those around you. This is about speaking up, sharing your message, having open conversations with family, releasing the secrets is what I just heard. Let's see the card. Your card's in reverse, manifestation. Now, when a card's in manifesting, it just means that perhaps there's something you're looking to manifest, but you're just not quite sure how to do it. Use this Mercury in Aries to help you. Start having conversations before you go to bed. Connect with your angels and ask them to guide and support you during your manifestation process. 1, 9 is 10. This is about a new beginning, a new way of doing something. This is definitely a soul's calling. The Crown energy is opening up your connection with spirit, opening up your connection with a loved one. Ask for their help to help you manifest what it is you're looking to manifest. You may not quite know how to manifest it. Ask them for help. Before you go to bed at night, ask them for help. And your guides and your loved ones will support you on your journey. Ask them for the help. Ask them. Love that. Love that for our Cancers. Moving into our Leo energy. Now, again, keeping in mind that there are certain signs that are going to be feeling this retrograde cycle more so than other signs. And Leo, you're one of those signs. So pay attention to this. This is really about your dream state. So also, besides keeping a journal just for this overall energy, keep a journal at your bedside for your dreams, because your dreams are going to be providing you some amazing insight based on questions you may have. In fact, I would encourage you to ask a question before you go to bed. Call on a guide, call on an angel, and ask that question before you go to bed. And then just be open to getting that message during your sleep state or even your awake state. This is definitely about truth telling. You're no longer, and I'm going to say just how I hear it, you're no longer willing to put up with the bullshit. You want honesty, you want respect, you want to be told straightforward. Also, again, I want to remind everybody that with this Mercury in Aries, that again, there may be many of us speaking without thinking. So do not take it personal when someone does say something that may seem hurtful. It's just that they're just speaking whatever's coming to their mind. There's no filter here. That's why decision making made easy is very, very, very connected to this Mercury Aries energy. So when we think of you Leos, it's about higher learning, your higher wisdom, your truth telling, your dream state. It's also about your health, your health, your health. Your body will very much be talking to you, may very well be talking to you during this season. So pay attention to the messages that come through during this season. Pay attention to taking better care of your body as well. That 33 is your reminder that this is your time to sacrifice something so you can put yourself on the schedule to take better care of yourself. Your sacral energy is all about that Chiron wound, especially those of you who carry an Aries Chiron wound. In theory, when we think about our emotions on overall, all of our emotions literally sit in our hips. Our hips are very much associated with our sacral chakra. So you may notice that your hips become really tight. So it's very important to do hip exercises, hip stretches, hip openers to release all of the emotions that may very well be stuck in the hip area. So that's for Leo energy. So working on your health, working on releasing any of the tension that sits in the hips. And also too, not just for Leos, but for all of us as a message, making decisions is associated with our hips. So if you are experiencing tightness in your hips, if you are experiencing stiffness in the hips, right or left side, that's about decision making. Right side is the action, left side is the receiving. So pay attention to, and if you are experiencing tight hips, stiff hips, pain in the hips, that's just your body's way of letting you know that there's a decision that needs to be made. And that decision may or may not be yours. And if it's not your decision, you have to be willing to let go of the idea of the other person not making a decision. And then it's up to you on what decision you make, even though that other person is not making a decision. So that 33 is a reminder that it's very important to schedule, sacrifice something so you can get on your calendar to take good care of your health during this cycle. All right, we move into our Virgos. Virgo, this energy is really about endings and new beginnings and major transformations coming through. So what is going to be taking place for you during this Mercury in Aries? Endings, new beginnings, and major transformations happening. Let's see what's in store for you. Being the leader, taking the lead. Where can you take the lead? How can you step forward? Where can you take the lead and how can you step forward? 55 is about change, doing something different so you can take the lead. Stepping up, expressing yourself, speaking up is the other thing. The root chakra, getting grounded so you can make quick decisions. Again, a leader makes quick decisions. A leader does not sit there contemplating on whether they should go right or left. A leader does not sit there contemplating whether people need to get out or come in. A leader makes quick decisions, very quick decisions. They have a plan. So for Virgos, and this makes perfect sense for Virgos because you are schedule oriented. This is about letting go of things that no longer serve you so you can be a better leader. That 55 serves your purpose. That's the 10. It's about your soul's work that you're here to do. Get out into nature so you can ground yourself some more to be more grounded. Even though you are earth oriented, making those decisions are very important for you. Very powerful energy. Very powerful energy. You want to keep in mind that Virgos are also one of the other signs that's going to definitely be feeling. Those who carry a sun and ascending sign will definitely be feeling this retrograde period. So that's another sign that's going to be feeling this retrograde period. All right, we move into our Libras. So for you Libras, with this full moon that's coming in on March 25th, that's definitely going to highlight some balance in your life, bringing more balance into your life. There's Mercury energy in Aries, which is the opposition of your sign anyway, is going to definitely, you're going to want to bring more balance in. So there may be lots of decision making that's going to bring more balance into your life. Where are you lacking balance and where do you need more balance in your life? Is there work balance to play balance? Is there work balance to relationship? Where do you need that balance to come in? How can you bring more balance into your nourishment? How can you bring more balance into your body? Where do you need balance to come in for Libras? This is a potent time for Libras because it's the opposition. This is also highlighting the South Node energy because the South Node energy is in Libra. So there's some big emphasis on balance. Is the scale balanced or something overweighing something else? So taking a look at that, this Mercury in Aries is going to highlight that energy. Let's see what's in store for our Libras. Master Teacher. So what I hear with Master Teacher, this is a perfect time for you to look for a Master Teacher, hire a Master Teacher, find someone that can mentor you to bring more balance into your life. That may look like taking on a new level of teaching, of learning. 3-8 is at 11. So this is about community. This is about your vision that you hold for yourself. This is about mastering, recognizing that you are a master teacher. Perhaps this could be a perfect time for you to take on the study as a healer. Visualize that. Use your third eye. What is your vision that you hold for yourself that's going to bring more balance into your life? What is it that you're doing in your life that brings balance? What is it that you're being that brings balance? And how are you feeling when you're out of balance? Because when you're out of balance, your body definitely talks to you because it shows up in your body when things are not balanced for you. So pay attention to that for Libras. Moving into our Scorpio energy. So for you, Scorpio, this is about nurturing. This is about your schedule. This is about tapping more into your body, being more embodied with your body, paying attention to your body. That's what this energy of Mercury in Aries is going to help you highlight. Paying attention to your body, becoming more aware of your body, transforming your body, scheduling time to connect with your body, better, healthier food, fueling and feeding, hydration, meditation, resting, stretching, strengthening, shaking up your body, energy work. This is what this is what Mercury in Aries is going to help you with. Communicating with your body. Making connections, getting out there, communicating, getting into group events that helps you to be more in your body. Freedom. This is a card that showed up a little while ago. Anytime a card shows up more than once, it becomes a collective message, not just for the sign it's associated with. And this showed up before in Gemini, and now it's showing up in Scorpio. Freedom. For you Scorpios, where do you want more freedom? Where do you want more freedom? Do you want to have more freedom in your body? Do you want to move with ease? Do you want to be comfortable in your body? What changes are you willing to embark on so you can have that ease with your body? Connect with your root chakra. Feel that energy from your root chakra, your tailbone. Connect with the earth. Allow yourself to become one with the earth. You have a lot of water in your energy, so allow that water to nurture the earth's energy. So find that freedom you were looking for by connecting with your body. Love that for our Scorpios. Moving into our Sag. Now, Sagittarius, as I mentioned, you are definitely a sign that are going to feel this retrograde cycle. A really big part of it. So really ground your energy. Massive changes are going to be coming through during this Mercury retrograde period in Aries for you. You do have a few weeks before that happens. So just enjoy Mercury and being able to make really fast decisions. And then once Mercury retrogrades, at that point in time, your dreams may become even more powerful than they are already. So really pay attention to those dream states. And start speaking your truth. Start speaking your truth. Say what you mean what you say. Change, change, change. Let's see what's in store for our Sagittarius. Oops. Card for Sagittarius. Higher self. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. When we talk about higher self and Sagittarius, that's just a perfect combination. Because higher Sagittarius theoretically are about change. They are about the unpredictability, the spontaneousness, So it is really about making that connection with your higher self, connecting to your vision that you see who you are, allowing yourself to be more into that connection with spirit, with your spirit family for that matter. Use this time, especially before the retrograde period starts for you. Use this time to see what message you can send out. See what messages you can also get from your higher self. Have daily conversations with your higher self. That's that 11 energy. Have daily conversations with your higher self so you can become the master of who you are. I love that for Sagittarius. And then once retrograde period starts, that Mercury retrograde in Aries, just take it easy, take it slow, and rely on your community to support you. So when things become a little overwhelming, because they very well may, just allow your community to support you. Find your tribe and connect with them. All right, we move into our Capricorns. All about home, all about nurturing, all about your foundation, all about your structure, all about balance. Home, structure, your foundation, balance, your work. Your work. What does it mean to you? What does it mean to you? How do you want to be seen in your work? How do you want to be seen at home? How do you see yourself? That's a big one. How do you see yourself? And here's an interesting exercise for Capricorns. All the people that you associate with on a daily basis, right now, ask them questions on how they see you. Do they see you as being passionate, compassionate, loving, caring, bossy, leader? Find out how they see you. And then see if it matches how you want them to see you. See if it matches how you want them to see you. Because perhaps they're seeing you one way and you really want them to see you in this other way, in a more kind, compassionate, loving way, and they just see you as this bossy person. How can you transform your foundation? How can you bring more balance into the way they see you and the way you would like them to see you? What are you willing to change with that? This is about your foundation. This is about you being the boss, because most Capricorns are great workers. So this is about you being able to reshape your structure, you being able to speak up, say what you mean what you say, make good decisions. Let's see the card for Capricorn. Queen and King, number 2. This is about your masculine. This is about your feminine. This is about taking action. This is also about receiving support. So balance the two. That's that home energy. Queen and King, balance the two. Be that person that's a leader to take action, and then be that person to also ask others for support. So you don't have to do it by yourself, whether it's work related or home. Allow yourself to ask and then allow yourself to receive that partnership that you have with all people, including yourself. The sacral energy is about stepping into your confidence so you can ask for help. You don't have to load the 12 shelves up by yourself. You can literally step out to someone and say, hey, can you help me? We'll get this done faster. And see how quickly they're willing to help you. So step into your confidence and stop holding on to the judgment that you may have about, I have to do this by myself. You don't have to do it by yourself. This is really about bringing more balance into your structure, balance into your foundation, balance into your home. Give yourself a break. Ease up is what I'm hearing. Ease up. Make a decision to ask for help. Love that for Capricorns. Aquarius. This is definitely, and I'm going to pay attention to this because my Mercury is an Aquarius as well. So this is about communicating. This is about creating. This is about teaching. This is about learning. This is really about your creative skills. Writing, speaking, teaching. Showing up and showing it off. Showing up and showing it off. Expressive. Your vision that you hold for yourself. What is that vision that you hold for yourself? Do you see yourself as the intellect? Do you see yourself as the teacher? Do you see yourself as the speaker? Do you see yourself as the preacher? How do you see yourself? Those are just some of the things I see myself as with the Aquarius, with Mercury in Aquarius for me. And by the way, my seventh house. In my seventh house, let me see. Mercury in Aquarius, Mercury Moon. No, in my eighth house. My Mercury is also in. I have Aquarius in my Moon energy, and I have Mercury in my seventh house in Aquarius. So that's how I see me. That eighth house. Endings and new beginnings. So for you Aquarius, this is about how you express yourself. What message do you have and how do you express it? I'm making those decisions. Let's see what's in store for our Aquarius. Okay, here we have it again. Another card that showed up a little while ago, showed up as Virgos. Now it's showing up in our Aquarius. So this is definitely about being a leader for an Aquarius. For you Aquarius out there, this is about stepping up to that microphone. Take the mic, speak, share, express yourself. Stand into that vision that you hold. If you get a little nervous when doing so, just ground your energy. Know that you are supported. You got this, is the message I heard. That 5-5, there's changes coming through in regards to you being a leader. How you see yourself as a leader, how you're standing up, how you're speaking, how you're sharing your message. That 10 is a new way of doing what you're doing. It's also about the soul's work that you're here to do. So this is a powerful time for you Aquarians. I love that. And I love that because I have a Mercury in Aquarius. So it's a good message for me. Last but not least, we have our Pisces. So Pisces, you guys just experienced Mercury in Pisces. And spirit communication was a big theme for Pisces. For when Mercury was in Pisces, it was about spirit communication. So many of us has opened up the ability to speak with spirit during Mercury being in Pisces. Now at this part of the time, it's that relationship that you now have with spirit, that relationship you have with all your intuitive gifts. This is where you are right now. This is tapping into that. How do you want to be seen with that? You don't want to keep it in the closet. You want to let the whole world know that you speak to spirit, that you're a medium, you're a psychic, you're an empath, you're sensitive, you're emotional. You want to let everybody know. You want to shout it out. That relationship you have with spirit and yourself, that's where you want to be. And I definitely can reflect on this one because that's my sun energy and playing a big part in the intuitive, in the impact, in the knowing, the relationship you have of knowing. Decision making is going to be quite simple because now you have that connection with spirit. You know that you can get your answers immediately. All you got to do is open the doors. Say, hey, loved ones, angels, fairies, higher self, ancestors, what's my answer? Here's the question, what's my answer? And boom, 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 boom. It shows up for you. It's being able to value and respect yourself and allow yourself to realign those boundaries. Remember for you Pisces that there is a lot of energy still in your sign. You still have Saturn, Neptune, Venus is going to be entering your sign in just about a little less than 2 days from now. Venus likes to be in Pisces. I'll have a whole live about that. And then we'll also have Mars entering Pisces on the 22nd. So there's still a lot of energy out there for you Pisces in reference to activating your partnerships and relationships with all that there is. So it's very important to set those boundaries to protect your energy with spirit. Let's see what's cards in store for you. Keeping in mind, again, for you Pisces, you are the most intuitive sign. You do carry all 12 zodiac signs, and with Mercury being in Aries right now, activating your second house placement, this is definitely a really great time for making great decisions with spirit. When in doubt, call on spirit. When in doubt, call on spirit. When in doubt, call on spirit. And here's your card. Well, this card showed up earlier too. This is the third time this card has showed its face. Freedom. So this is a big message because it's the third time this card has showed its face. And it's showing up for Pisces reading. This is about your freedom, Pisces. You are being freed to be your authentic, empathic, sensitive being that you are. It's so important to stay grounded. And what does grounded look like for you? It might really be about making sure you're spending time, quiet time, nurturing yourself, resting, because you are very sensitive. So when you are around lots of energy, whether that energy is literally on a Zoom call or actually at a group event, it's really important to protect your energy, rest your energy. So ground your energy is important. Saging, crystals, essential oils, whatever it is you need to keep your energy protected. Freedom is definitely something that is going to be warrant for you during this time. You have freed yourself, so you can just allow yourself just to be the spiritual being that you are. What changes are you going to be enduring during this Mercury in Aries energy? What changes are coming through for you that's going to allow you your freedom? That's a big one. I would suggest keeping a journal. As I've said from the very beginning to most of the signs here, keep a journal of this Mercury Aries energy. Pay attention to every single day. Mercury in Aries starts today and goes right through April 25th during its retrograde period. Keep a journal for this entire time in regards to your communication with self and spirit and others. Keep a journal to where you're seeing more freedom come in for you. Keep a journal to the connections. Keep a journal to what changes are coming through for you. So at the end of all of this, when Mercury moves out of Aries and starts its transition in Taurus, you would have learned a lot about yourself. Because again, Mercury in Aries is about self. So that's a powerful read for our Pisces. I love that. I want to say hello to those who are popping in. I'm not seeing your messages if you are leaving any, which is weird. So if you are popping in, say hi to me so I know that you are here. I'd appreciate it. I just want to look at something. Maybe one of the reasons why I'm not seeing messages is because I did not activate something. So bear with me a minute. I want to see if I can find something. Give me 1 second, because apparently there are comments just that I did not activate. So give me a sec. There we go. Maybe I'll start to see the messages. I still have a little while to go before I have to hop off. Just want to conclude today's live with each and every one of you. All right, there we go. Hopefully now I'll be able to see the comments that come through. Okay, there we go. I knew that was the reason why I wasn't able to see comments. So there we have it. So as I was saying, to conclude, there is your signs, your insight for all 12 zodiac signs. What I do recommend that you do is come back with your notebook and a pen and write down the information that showed up for your sun, ascending, and moon sign. For the cards that showed up for where Mercury is and where each of those other placements are. We talked about the placement for Mercury, the placement for Gemini, the placement for third house, the placement for Aries, first house, and Mars, because Mars rules Aries energy. This is a really powerful time for every one of us in regards to decision making. So many of us, if not all of us, have big decisions to make every single day. And sometimes we get a little choked up on our decisions. Sometimes we get so choked up that we don't make a decision. We avoid them. Now, if we're avoiding our decisions, it means we get stuck. And being stuck, it's not just about being stuck physically, but then it shows up in your body with physical symptoms. So if you are experiencing any type of physical symptoms in your body, specifically relating to your stomach and your head, which is your headaches, that's all Aries energy. So the stomach is about what is it you're not digesting. If your hips are getting tight, or your hips are stiff, or you have pain in your hips, Those are your decisions. That's what am I not making a decision about? That's what this beautiful energy is about with Mercury in Aries. Mercury likes to be in Aries. This is a really powerful, fun time for all of us right now. Yes, grant you, during the retrograde period, we will have Aries, we will have Sagittarius, we will have Capricorn, Leo, and Virgo that are going to be the most potent signs feeling this retrograde. Potent signs feeling this retrograde doesn't mean it's going to be a bad thing. It just means that those particular signs are going to go through some major evolution. Evolutions are powerful and necessary, because wherever we are right here, right now, and wherever we're going to be once this cycle ends on April 25th, there's going to be massive change coming through. Mercury is about movement. Mercury is travel. Keep in mind that when Mercury does go retrograde, it does slow down the process of communication. It does slow down the process of transformation, transportation. It does cause glitches in our system, technology-wise, because it's associated with technology. It's also associated with science. When we think about this Aries energy, it is about self. It's who we are and how we want people to see us, how people see you. That's that Aries energy. Those of you who carry a Chiron in Aries, that's your wound. And that's going to be highlighted because it's in Aries. So any place on your chart that you have Aries energy, like I said, for me, I have Mars in Aries, and I have my Chiron moon in Aries in the 10th house. So this is really about action for me. This is about anything regarding my Chiron moon that I'm looking to shift and change and heal from. This is action. This is my soul's work. These are the contracts that I'm reviewing. And I'm literally sitting in that space. Does this work for me anymore? Does this work for me anymore? And what can I see transpire from it? And that's this powerful energy. This is an exciting time. This is a powerful time. So again, I invite you to take time to look at your natal chart. Pay attention to the placements that Mercury sits in, that Aries sits in. Pay attention to that if you happen to have Aries as a sun, moon, or ascending sign, because that's going to be lit up for you. That's going to be lit up for you. Anytime any of the planets are in our major signs, such as sun, moon, and ascending, that gets lit up. And then whatever other placements they're in. So this is a powerful time. If you have questions, comments, if you'd like to schedule a natal chart reading to better understand your natal chart, this is your time to do so. If you're watching through Facebook, just go ahead and leave a message there. Let me know that you want to schedule a natal reading, an astrology reading. I call them astro reports. If you're watching through YouTube or Twitter, go ahead and email healingwithin76@gmail.com. Put in the comments that you like to schedule an astro report, so you can better learn and understand your chart and what this amazing energy is helping you with. This is your navigation system. As Mercury enters Aries, this is your navigation system. This is the one placement this week that's shifting. Remember that we have another placement that's shifting on the 11th, which is Venus entering Pisces. This is a big week of shifts. Tomorrow, on Sunday, March 10th, we have the new moon in Pisces, and then we also have daylight savings. So that's a major shift taking place. These shifts are here to help us shift. We are not meant to stay where we were. If you reflect back to a year ago, 2 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, there's a good probability that a lot has changed for you over the last year, 2, 3 years. And there's going to be constant changes. And these planetary shifts help us. So learning and understanding where these placements sit on your chart and how they play a role for you, and how Mercury is going to help you be a really good communicator, making really quick decisions, and decisions being made easy. This is going to be boom, 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 boom. So Enjoy this energy. I know I will, as I do have again. I have um, Mars in Aries, which is about action, and it is my 10th house. So this is my soul's work. So I'm kind of curious to see all the things I'm going to learn about in this powerful energy. And also noting again, those who do have a sun and an ascending rising sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Leo, and Virgo. This is going to be an evolutionary period for you during this retrograde, which starts April 1st through April 25th. So enjoy this time, embrace this time, keep a journal. You're keeping a journal just for Mercury's energy overall through Aries, and then you're going to keep a journal during the retrograde period. And those who I suggested to keep a journal for your sleep dreams, keep a journal for that. Lots of journaling going on during this time. After all, Mercury is really about writing. It's about teaching. It's about learning. It's about your media platforms. It's about speaking. So this is the perfect time that if you're a speaker and you want to get in front of a new audience, this is your time to do just that. Start reaching out to people. Let people know what your skills are, what your subject matter is, what audience you want to talk to. Start reaching out. Take action. Do not sit back and wait for the invitations. Take action. That's what this is about. Take action. This is how you want to be seen. Mercury's about speaking, listening, learning. Take action. This is your time. This is your time. I know I'm going to look forward to this, and we're just about an hour in, so I'm going to say goodnight to everybody, and thank you so much for being here with me. Remember to share this out, leave your comments, and if you are watching this on the replay, thank you so much. If you're watching this on YouTube, please go ahead and share, hit that like, the thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. I will see you again real soon. Enjoy this amazing, amazing Mercury cycle as we're in Mercury in Aries and its retrograde period. Remember that Mercury does start the retrograde cycle all over again. So it's one of many planets that's going to get ready to go into retrograde. Have a great time, guys. I know I will. Bye-bye for now.